All right.
Yeah, I always recommend to stop at like 7-8 minutes, or not let it go too far beyond 10.
Okay.
Are you guys still in the good framing?
Yep.
Can you
Yes.
see your whole cell
Yep.
in the video? Perfect. You're recording again, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you work as a team? Describe your roles in the kitchen. Who's going to do what during the challenges?
All right. Our roles as a team. It works pretty well because we know we each have our own strengths.
Right. We know when to let the other one lead.
Right.
Yes.
Like I'm the like we've said, I'm the baker. That's what I do all day at work is I bake everything from scratch and I do a lot of plated desserts. Yep. Whereas Megan spends all day decorating, so that is obviously her place to definitely take control because she does it 10,000 times more than I do. So as far as baking goes, that would be my lead, but decorating is all Megan.
Right. So,
and we are.
Can you answer that question too? Because I just want to make sure we hear your voice as well.
Yep.
So I want you to speak up and kind of tell me a little bit about what your roles are going to be in the kitchen during the challenges.
Definitely. Okay. So in the kitchen, our roles, Kim is the baker, and I would be more of the decorator. Kim comes up with like all the different recipes. She likes to, make her own recipes, come up with different ideas, try to, incorporate different ingredients with different, things you wouldn't think of, And I'm more the decorator. I decorate and create and come up with like, I don't know, when we were coming up with the cake challenge, it was a joint thing, but we just kind of fed off each other and, come up with something creative like that.
Yeah, But as far as...
Great. So, would you ever be opening a bakery or store together or go into business together? I asked you that a little bit, but I'd love for you to talk. But we have talked about going into business together. Then elaborate a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely have talked about going into business together. We both definitely want our own bakeries, but together would be good because we're so different. And I think that would be a good, well-rounded bakery. We have so many different, experiences that we can bring to the table.
And different talents.
Yes.
And we can, specialize in different things. And
exactly.
We have definitely talked about it. It's something that I think we would actually work really well at doing together.
Yeah, we both would.
Because, like we've said before, like I bake a lot more. So I would be able to get everything ready for her to go. And then she can decorate however... the cakes are ordered, or if she needed to, she could bake as well. It's just
we could.
We both can feed off each other and make anything work. We would love to have our own business together.
That would be awesome.
Perfect. What are some of your team's struggles in life when pursuing your dreams? So start off with some of the struggles that I've gone through in pursuing my baking dreams are.
Okay. You can.
Yeah, some of the struggles in pursuing my baking dreams. Money, obviously, that's the big one, I'm sure, for everyone. I was living in an apartment with my girlfriend at the time. She's now my wife. And, just life happened. Basically, life happened. And, the cars, everything went wrong. We need new tires, transmissions, the alternators, just everything. Actually, Ellie's car caught on fire. And, that sucked. But... we worked through it, and sorry, I'm talking with my
You're shaking the
I'm
TV.
shaking. But yeah, so with that's just one thing. The cars, and our past relationships. I don't want to get too much into detail because that's but it happens, and you put your dreams on hold because we want to do we wanted to get married, and it's very important to both of us. So we went to Washington and we did that, and that set us back a little bit too. So we just kept falling further and further behind, just, a little bit and a little bit. We kept, we both have jobs, and I had 2 jobs to try to just help us stay afloat, but it just, we just couldn't do it. So then we had to move in with Allison's mom, and we're currently living there now. We've been there since August. It's November. So we have been able to pay off a couple bills and try to, get things back in order, but, we just keep pushing through, trying to make it through.
Right.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, some of the struggles I've had to deal with, they're choices that you make in life sometimes. And it was definitely a situation where I had to put my dreams and my ambition on hold because I had a kid. And I love my daughter to death. She is my entire world, and I don't regret it in any way, shape, or form, but she comes first. and she's always come first in my life. So it was kind of putting my dreams on hold so that I could be a mom and I could be there for her. And now that she's getting older, she's more understanding of the fact that mom needs to have her dreams too, so I can finally start moving forward with what I wanted to do with my life. And she's very supportive of it, so I'm very happy with that, and she loves to help mommy in the kitchen, so it's always great. But like Megan said, money is always an issue. It's very difficult in this industry to raise a child or a family on a cook's salary.
Right.
The industry does not pay that well.
Where we are.
Unless you're the head chef of a restaurant, it doesn't pay that great. So it's very difficult to pursue any dreams with the income that you get from this industry unless you are working 2 and 3 jobs. And we just feel like this would be an opportunity for us to...
Right. To still, because we, family is so big for us, but to also have that there and then, have this opportunity that would just, we'd have both, we
right.
could have our cake and eat it too.
It would just push us forward a little bit, give us that little help that we need to get over the hurdle to get our dreams moving more rapidly towards the goal.
Yeah.
And Megan, I know you had written in your application a little bit about how you faced a lot of challenges when you came out as a lesbian, and you from your personal life. And do you feel that affected your dreams or impacted your strive to pursue your baking in any way? Was it hard or a distraction, or did it hold you back, or was that kind of unrelated?
I mean, it kind of in the beginning, I first came out, it was kind of a struggle because, I was, I just kind of felt like an outcast, you know what I mean?
So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'd love for you to start that off in a complete sentence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I also faced a lot of struggles kind of explain how you felt and how that affected your baking, whether it was your self-confidence or whether it kind of kept you from pursuing opportunities or however it affected you, if you think that it did.
Okay. How was I supposed to start it out? Say it again one more time.
I've also faced struggles.
Okay, yes.
Another big struggle for me was, and then explain it to the camera. Okay,
yeah. Another big struggle for me, would be, coming out as lesbian and just, feeling like, an outcast. Not an outcast, but just, different from everyone else. And it kind of, I think I am shy, but it made me a little more shy, and I just kind of put myself on the back burner and just kind of like, rode along, just like, okay, well, just, because I was different from everyone else. But then, I kind of broke out of my shell, and, I actually started working with these really awesome people, and they're very accepting, and, I didn't tell them at first, I was just just played it cool, oh, I don't have a boyfriend, I just, and they're like, you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, okay, yeah, you got me. But, now it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother, I don't know, it doesn't really
I can't imagine you any other way.
It doesn't really, but I feel more like myself, everybody knows me, who I am, and in the beginning it was rough, but it's good now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when you had a boyfriend.
Yes.
Yep. Perfect. That was a really, really good answer. How would your friends' toughest critics describe you in one word, and would you agree?
I'd have to go with the one word to describe Megan would be perfectionistic.
Yeah.
She's pretty, she likes to have things very well. They have to be just right, or else she doesn't like it. She's not happy with it. It is a...
I'm
personality.
I don't like to admit it, but
Yes,
I
you do.
I don't. I don't like to be that way. I feel like, I don't know, but I am. I know I am. Our toughest critic. Okay.
Our toughest critic. What would they say?
What about you?
Probably that I'm really obnoxious. Sometimes
she's just loud.
I'm very loud.
Very. I keep saying intense, but
it is the best word to describe
intense.
me.
And when she gets stressed, or she gets very OCD.
I am very OCD. I have to have things where they belong. They belong there for a reason.
Yep.
When I am stressed out, I do get a little bit more intense, and I get very animated. And I think my boss would say that he can always tell when I'm in a bad mood because I get very just aggressive.
When I get in a bad mood, I get quiet.
Quieter.
Quieter. Yes. So. Yeah.
Well, that kind of leads into the next question. What types of personalities or things push your buttons and why, and how do you react to it?
The things that would push our buttons is probably messy people.
Messy people. Messy, unorganized people.
Inefficient people.
Inefficient.
Messiness is definitely, it's a curse in a kitchen, but it's so common that it's very frustrating when you're trying to work. And it's very difficult to make things beautiful when you have clutter around you.
Right. And it kind of, not necessarily, I mean, yes, it's difficult to, but like it kind of clutters like your thinking. It's just like you're just so busy thinking about, oh my God, I need to clean that now, that you can't think of, the project that you're working on.
It's very distracting.
Yeah, it's distracting.
But I think messy people would be our biggest pet peeve.
Messy people. Because at my job, there's 2 other people, we all share like decorating bags. There's like kind of 3 decorators, not really, there's, I'm the head decorator and there's another one, and then this other girl like fills the case and things like that. But we all use the same bags, and they know not to get my bags dirty. Because
No.
See,
and I'm blessed because I don't have to share my bags or any of my decorating stuff. But I do share a workspace with an entire restaurant's worth of staff. Right. And I have to spend a good half an hour every day cleaning my workstation down before I can even start. And for me, that's very frustrating because I'm a mom at home. I don't need to be one at work, too.
What type of personalities really push your buttons and really irritate you when you're in a group setting? So the types of personalities that I hate are...
Know-it-alls. The type of personalities I hate are know-it-alls.
Yes.
If you come in, you think you know it all, and maybe you do, but you don't need to tell me. I mean, I'm open to your ideas, just...
Be open to mine, too.
Exactly.
I think a personality that would really bother me is the people who don't care. I think that would be the personality that really bothers me, is that just...
The no drive.
That's just no ambition. You just kind of coast through life.
Right.
And that really bothers me because I am very passionate about what we do. And I don't like seeing people just coast through on other people's work.
Right. And they just, they reach a certain point in their life and then they're okay. I mean, they're like, well, it could be better, but I'm okay. And then that's just it. That's it. That's all they do. It's just...
It's depressing to
It is.
watch.
It's like you could be so much better. You could do so much more, and you could, be so much faster. Like, why wouldn't you want to do that?
Right. But if they don't care, it's just no fun.
Yeah.
Well, how would you rate your team's skill level on all aspects of baking and decorating? Are you beginner, intermediate, or expert? So when it comes to baking and decorating, we are, and then kind of explain your skill level, what you're best at, what you're worst at.
Okay. When it comes to baking and decorating, our level of...
I'd say combined we're
experts. We both have very good things, we're very good at certain things.
Like we've said before, we each have our own strengths. And at decorating, Megan is 10,000 times better than I am. But for the baking side and the plating side, I feel like...
look to Kim.
Yes, that's where we look to me. But I feel like between the 2 of us, we pretty much have the expert level on every aspect because we have our own strengths within the field.
Right.
And how elaborate and creative are your designs? So I want you to talk about any special skills, like 3D sculpted cakes, pyrotechnics, sugar work, huge cakes. I know that you want to do more of that stuff, so I'd like you to say our creations are very elaborate, and then kind of explain how elaborate you are. But some of the stuff that you're also really excited about trying.
Okay. Our cakes are currently they're not huge right now. The elaborateness and the creativeness of our cakes now is more based on what the customer's ordering. In this region, they don't get really massive. But for what we do have, we get very creative with them, and we get to play a lot, and we're good with whimsical.
Yeah, when we take orders, we like to kind of approach it with, like, a no limit, kind of an idea.
No holds barred.
Right, we just, want to keep everything open, try to, get everything that, the customer wants.
I mean, we can do whatever a customer is going to ask us for. Between us, we can make sugar work centerpieces to go on your cake. If you wanted a wedding cake with a sugar topper
or bread showpieces, even
we can do them all, and we both have training in doing them all. And we would love the opportunity to be more elaborate with our designs and
or
with
even
the sizes.
Combine all of them into one giant piece.
Sculpture, that would be great. But I mean, the biggest cake we normally get now around here is about a 4-tier, but we love to do sculpted cakes, and we love making 3-dimensional stuff. I personally haven't gotten to play with pyrotechnics, but I love
neither
fire.
have I, but I am definitely willing to learn.
I am all for it.
We both love to learn new things.
And we definitely do.
So can you tell me some of the coolest 3D or sculpted cakes we've done are, and then just kind of list off some of the coolest or fun designs that you've done. Just having a really fun high energy list.
Okay. Some of the 3D cakes that we have done in the past, I've sculpted a hippo because I have a massive hippo fixation. So I did sculpt a hippopotamus cake. We've done sculpted shoes.
Yep, shoes, purses, luggage. I've done
Anatomy.
Yes.
Always have those fun orders.
I've done Winnie the Pooh characters. I've done Tigger. We've done dragons. One of my favorite cakes that I've done, it's actually a ramen cup, and it's the ones that you get in the microwave, and there's a Barbie cut up in it with peas and shrimp, and there's fondant, and I was just able to it's to get so detailed, and I had fun with it. That's one of my favorite cakes, and it's small, but I mean I just like that kind of work
where you get to play and have add details and just show all this fun stuff that you can actually do with cake. It's not just a boring 9x13. You can make it
your own and
make it exotic.
Yeah.
Perfect. How will your team handle the elimination challenges? How can you work well under time constraints and pressure? Please explain in detail with a lot of energy.
Okay. How do we work well in elimination challenges? I think we'll do really well in them, being the fact that we are both in the restaurant and food service industry already. Everything we do
it's deadlines.
Is on deadline. It's you don't have 6 days to do one project. You have 6 hours to do this project. So we work really, really well at doing things on a time constraint.
Right. And at my current job, I used to be the only decorator. So we didn't stop taking orders. We still had the same amount of orders, that we normally would have with, 2 or 3 decorators. So I still had to do all of them. So, I had to, I got faster, I think, faster, and you get it done.
That's all it matters is you just get it done. If it means you stay 10 hours extra, then you stay 10 hours extra. You just get the projects done.
Yeah.
Perfect. And how are we on time? Do you want to stop the clip?
Yeah, we probably should.